You know what's so wild to me is that I never asked Tyga for child support, Rob for child support.
Blac Chyna posted and then deleted an explosive Instagram live where she threw Rob Kardashian and Tyga under the bus over child support claims. Plus, we have a little more X news for you guys, and this one might surprise you. We've now learned that Cassie David, aka Pete Davidson's ex, and Mac Miller leaned on one another after Pete and Ariana Grande got together. Finally, a little more car Jenner news for ya. Travis Scott's fans went wild after his recent show was canceled. I'm talking all things Blac Chyna and her exes, Pete and Ari's exes, and this update with Travis Scott right now, so stay tuned. How's it going, guys? I'm Madison Hill with Blac Chyna calling out her exes, the revelation that Cassie David and Mac Miller relied on one another during the whole Pete and Ariana situation, and this news about Travis Scott. We have a lot to talk about right now. Let's kick things off with Blac Chyna, because the mom of two did not hold back during a recent Instagram live she posted, and then of course deleted, where she addressed her exes and their child support agreements. As you all know, Chyna and Rob's child support agreement has been a hot topic of conversation lately, as Rob wants to take Chyna back to court to lower his payments. Currently, he pays Chyna $20,000 a month, despite the two having joint custody of Dream. Rob's high monthly payment was reportedly an agreement the two reached if Chyna dropped a restraining order she had against him. However, now Chyna is addressing her side of things, and she's not only calling out Rob, but she's also calling out her other baby daddy, Tyga. She claims that she never asked either of the two for money.
You know what's so wild to me is that I never asked Tyga for child support, Rob for child support.
She went on to say that when they went to court, she tried to, quote, squash any problems she had with both of her baby daddies, but that none of that ever comes out in the news. She said, quote, it's only negative with Chyna. She then went on to drive the point home that her end goal was to never get money from Rob, which I personally find hard to believe, but you take a listen and make up your own mind.
I never wanted no money from Rob because it was never about that, period.
Chyna ended the topic of her baby daddies giving her child support by saying, quote, I have 2 kids by 2 guys that tricked me. Whatever, and they don't give me no child support, and I'm sick of that. In this same Instagram live that, like I said, has since been deleted, Us Magazine reports that Chyna also took on her mother, Tokyo Toni's claims. Remember, Tokyo Toni told TMZ that she believes Rob should have full custody of Dream for now until Chyna can figure her stuff out and get it together. Chyna reportedly said, quote, Rob didn't help me, Tyga ain't helped me, Toni ain't helped me, but try to smack me down, period. And I'm just letting y'all know this, all this I built by myself. Personally, I don't know if I completely believe Chyna here. While I do think she has done well for herself and that she is a decent mother, I just find it hard to believe that she didn't ask for child support payments from Rob and Tyga for that matter. I've said this once and I'll say it again. Being that she has found so much success on her own, I don't think anyone should be paying anyone anything. Rob doesn't need to pay Chyna, Tyga doesn't need to pay Chyna, they all just need to spend their time and their own money on their children. I think that would be the simplest and least dramatic thing. As for Tokyo Toni, that woman I think just needs to stay away from the whole situation.
Just go away, please, and don't come back.
Moving on, let's talk about some more X drama. This report that Cassie David and Mac Miller relied on one another during Pete and Ariana's romance. Although these two might seem like an unlikely friendship, multiple sources confirmed to Us Magazine that these two struck up some sort of relationship when Pete and Ariana started dating. One source in particular said, quote, Cassie and Mac never met, but started speaking because of Ariana and Pete's relationship. They leaned on each other. Since Mac's passing, Cassie's relationship with the Miller family has not gone away. The source said that Cassie and Mac's mom are, quote, extremely close and talk almost every day. The source went on to say, quote, Mac's mom loves her. This definitely seems to be true, as Cassie recently posted this picture of Mac's mom to her Instagram story shortly before the Grammys. We know Mac's family attended in his honor. While at first this news might seem a little jarring, I can totally see it. There were rumors at the time when Pete and Ariana got together that they both might have cheated on Cassie and Mac. So who better to understand what they were going through than each other? I think with Mac's passing, it just makes this whole situation that much more upsetting, but at least Cassie still clearly communicates with his family to help. Okay, before we totally wrap things up, I need to fill you guys in on the latest with Travis Scott. Last night, Travis Scott was set to perform in Tulsa, Oklahoma. However, due to technical difficulties, he had to cancel the show last minute, and his fans were not pleased. They began chanting and getting real rowdy when they were not allowed inside the concert venue. Apparently, police eventually had to use pepper spray on some concert goers in order to calm them down. Travis did tweet out an apology and said, quote, "Tulsa, so sorry. I can't perform at tonight's sold-out show. We had last-minute production issues and I can't give y'all an incomplete show. Rescheduled to March 26th. All tickets still valid. Everyone get home safe." So yeah, it looks like Travis plans on making things right with his fans, but I think that video taught us all one valuable lesson. Don't mess with those trying to get into Astroworld because they do not mess around. Alright you guys, I'm ready to hear your thoughts on all of this news. What was your reaction to Blac Chyna's Instagram Live where she called out Rob, Tyga, and her mom? Do you believe that she didn't ask for child support? Also, thoughts on Cassie David and Mac Miller leaning on each other when Ariana and Pete got together. Does that surprise you? Finally, don't forget to tell me your reaction to those Travis Scott fans. If you were in Tulsa, was it that crazy? Let me know in the comments below. For more Chyna news, check out our recent video on the Kardashians. And for more entertainment news, subscribe to Hollyscoop now.